Welcome to Cruise Basics, and today we're going to talk about Cozumel. Is Cozumel open or is it closed? Let's stay tuned and we'll find out. Welcome to Cruise Basics. Today we're going to talk about Cozumel. I'm Sean, your host, and today we want to discuss, is Cozumel open or is it closed? If you've been on a cruise before, you most likely have been to Cozumel, Mexico. It's basically part of the Western Caribbean cruise. So we are going to take a look and see when they opened, if they're still open. So let's start with the first one. Are they open? As of June 1st, the hotels, the restaurants, the airlines started gradually opening up and going back to Cozumel. They're ready to mingle with tourists and bring their revenues and their economy back up and make that money again, because they're hurting. Like all the other islands in the Caribbean, they're hurting because no cruise ships are going there. So we have to think of it this way: if the cruises ain't going, they're not making money. If the resorts are closed, like the all-inclusives and stuff like that, they're not making money. So the people that live there are not working. So basically what we're looking at here is that on June 8th, the hotels opened in Mexico, gradually opening. You know, they're doing like a domino effect kind of thing, just like any other thing out there. Like if you look at Disney or Universal, they're gradually opening up their resorts. The beaches are open. They are capacity controlled, so only 60% of the beaches are going to be accompanied, because that gives them a chance to social distance, so that they don't spread the virus as well. The restaurants, they opened up gradually on June 8th, so this is November now, so they should be almost up and running. So you'll have stuff to do. So if you go to Cancun, if you go to Cozumel, if you go to any other destination there that has like an all-inclusive or stuff, like, you know, any place that has a tourist area, they will be open. Just always don't forget to call and make sure when you book your reservation. Some of these systems, they will let you book it and they're still closed, so just be careful of that. I've ran into a couple situations that has happened, so just be careful. So when it comes to flying in, of course the airlines are going to have their stuff in place where they sanitize everything and all that. So let's talk about the airport. The airport, they are doing stuff to also keep it safe for travelers coming in and out of the airport by sanitizing, cleaning, wearing your mask, and like temperature checks and stuff like that, just like any other airport, especially going in and out of the US. So basically, if you fly into Cozumel, just like if you flew into the Bahamas, if you hit that temperature check and you don't pass, they're either going to do one of two things. They're either going to send you back, which probably that won't happen because they will quarantine you to do a further investigation on your symptoms. So right now, like I'm looking at like the stats, the total passenger traffic in the Mexican airports are down. They decreased 44.9%. So just think of the economy, how much they're losing not getting this open, fully staffed and ready to go for the tourists. So everybody's getting hit hard, even these other countries where they rely on tourists. So let's talk about why they were able to open. The Mexican Caribbean Clean and Safety Check certification, they received that from the agencies that, like our CDC. They get it from the World Travel and Tourism Council, so that they're certified that they have their cleaning in place and sanitation in place where it's safe to travel there. Now, of course, you know, if you go by the CDC or the travel advisory boards, they're telling you not to go. Totally understand. If you are at high risk, don't go. If you're a healthy young person or a healthy middle-aged person, as long as you keep yourself clean and you remain vigilant when it comes to not touching everything, not touching your face and stuff like that. It could be a good vacation. You could go on an all-inclusive resort, stay there the whole time. There's plenty of stuff to do at an all-inclusive resort, and you can still have that memorable vacation. So as for right now, what I want to talk about now is that some of these places, like you go to, like the Bahamas, you have to have a health visa certification. For the Mexican Caribbean, it doesn't at this time require you to self-quarantine, so you don't have to when you show up, you don't have to self-quarantine for 14 days. You can just go about and enjoy your day. There's also no medical report that you have to give them, so you don't have to worry about getting a test or anything like that as of right now. It can change, so keep that in mind. Here's my final thoughts on Cozumel. The hotels are open, the beaches are open, they're capacity controlled 60%. So if you want to get to the beach, you want to get there early so that you're able to get in and enjoy the beach. Restaurants are open, they're at limited capacity, so just make sure that you have a couple in mind just in case one is booked already. You don't need to have a certification stating that you're healthy. You don't need to do any kind of testing. If you have symptoms, they will quarantine you and do a further investigation. Margaritaville, Senior Frogs, all those places are open. I did research on it, and they are open. They're at limited capacity, so you can go down to the port if you wanted to, if you flew in. So they're slowly starting to get up and running again, so that their economy can get going again. Anything else, basically, to me, I would go, I'm a healthy person, and I would go and do my social distancing, wear my mask, and just have fun. So keep that in mind. Everything else is all good to go. Cozumel, I would go. It's all up to you. Do your research. Until next time, see ya.